As a combination of departments, we believe it works well. I don't see why you could put sport somewhere else if you wish, but certainly transport and tourism are correctly matched together in one department.
I think it's a good fit, as Paul says. Ports, airports, airlines, ferry companies, and so on, all within the transport family. What we'd like to see, though, is a rejigging of the budgets within that department so that tourism gets more. And I think if you look at the economic return of tourism, I think it justifies more. At the moment, if you look at the capital spend, even within that department, 99% of it is transport related, which is understandable in terms of roads and rail tracks and so on. But tourism really does warrant more if we want to create new things of scale to see and do in this country to future-proof the sector.
And the IAA recently said that open skies and air agreements need to be put centre stage in terms of the Brexit negotiations in Europe. Do you see any push from the Irish side on that?
Well, I think it's one of the things we're very keen to highlight is that aviation access is fundamental within the new EU-UK deal. So the UK at the moment is part of the open skies, the single aviation market. But when it leaves the single market, by its nature, it leaves the open skies agreement and the single aviation market, which potentially means that there'll be less traffic or airline traffic between Britain and Ireland, and indeed between Britain and other EU states, will be impacted and impeded, and that would be very, very detrimental for Irish tourism. So, first among equals, if you like, to the common travel area and a soft border, but very close behind that, we think aviation access and a new agreement allowing free access of UK airlines to EU states, including Ireland, has to be right up there.
And that is an issue. Do you think at department level that they have got that yet?
I think they're aware of it, but I feel that it has to be a key, if you like, objective of the Irish government to make sure that the EU-UK deal has that new agreement in place. And remember, this isn't just a tourism-centric view. I mean, trade would be massively impacted if there was any sort of diminution of airline routes between the UK and Ireland. So it goes well beyond tourism, but it's fundamental to our sector because of so many people arrive into the country by air.